Sue and I had both been married previously. When we met in 2004, we had both been single for about 15, 16 years. So when we got together, it was quite strange. And Sue actually quite often said, not looking for a husband, not looking for a husband. I had been a Christian since 1995. Sue believed, but she hadn't made a commitment. When we got together, she knew how strong my faith was. She knew I was very involved in my church. I read the Word for Today since I came to faith, and it was very important to me. And it was always beside my place in the dining table. I would read it and discuss it with her, and we prayed together. And we would read the Word at the end of the day in bed. Last thing we'd do, finish the Telegraph crossword, and then we'd do the Word for Today, and then it was off to sleep. I came home one day and Sue said, well, I've read the prayer at the back of the book, and I've said the prayer today. I was just delighted. I was over the moon. It was fantastic. In the Christmas 2022, she was very poorly, and on the Thursday before Christmas I said, right, you're going in. They transferred her on the 1st of January to Southampton General, where she was having the operation. She went down on the 9th of January for the op, but never recovered. The heart just couldn't take it. It was just too much for the muscle. And she passed away on the Thursday. Sue's favourite colour was purple, so she was buried in a purple wicker casket in the woods. And it's the burial centre in the Beechwoods up above Portsmouth. I know that's not where she is, but it's a pleasant place to remember her. I've lost people, I've been in the military, I've seen things happen, but the pain there of losing Sue like that and being with her at the moment she went was quite incredible. But at that same moment, I knew where she was. I knew she was at peace, I knew God had her in his hands. And I knew he had me in his hands as well. At the same time, some friends of mine had a friend who had lost her husband in the December, and she was a Christian. We both seemed to be saying the same things, that there's got to be something more, something to come out of this. The phrase we both used was we wanted to see beauty out of the ashes. And as we discussed, we realised there wasn't anything particularly Christian for grieving people. So we spoke about it, and we decided to see if we could put together a support group. You didn't have to be Christian, but whoever was facilitating needed to be born again, spirit-filled, and it needed to be led in a Christian way. And then we came to the idea of You Are Not Alone. It's pretty laid back in the way it's run. There's no set formula. But I discovered there's no set formula to grieving. When you're first in that grieving experience, that's one thing you do feel so very alone and so very isolated. So in the group, we're now able to say to people, yes, we understand your pain. And I use the analogy of the cruise ship. If you look at the side of a cruise ship, you will see rows and rows of decks, lots and lots of cabins. I try to explain to people that wherever we are in the grieving process, that we're on different decks in different cabins, but we're all on the same ship. and it's moving. The whole process is moving forward. There are times when you feel you're just stuck in the miry pit, in the miry clay, and you're just not moving, but you are. Had you told me this 15 months ago, that we would be discussing a bereavement group and I would be that comfortable with it, I'd have shaken my head and said, "Nah." What a wonderful legacy, what beauty from the ashes of Sue's death. This all started when Sue said the prayer. Word for Today is still my daily go-to. Word for Today helped me to understand that I'm not alone. As you know, there are many testimonies about how precise the Word for Today has been today, and just that in itself tells us that we are not alone, that there's somebody far greater than all of us. You know, Bob and Debbie Gass have been an absolute blessing in what they've put together, but thank God for that.